In today's video, we're checking out an affordable electric guitar from the folks at SAGA. This is the SMF1314 from their Dazzle series. This is loaded with two single coil pickups and a humbucker in the bridge. If you haven't noticed already, this is a right-handed electric guitar, so I can't play it. I'm a southpaw. So my good friend Ben is back to do some playing in this particular video. He's a fantastic player, one of my favorites. I hope you like what he does in this intro track. We'll go over to some isolated tones, and then we'll discuss this at the end of the video. Let's get into it.
Get the fire extinguisher out.
Welcome back, folks. My name's Shane. I hope you enjoyed Ben's jam track. He's a monster player and you're about to hear him do some more stuff, so stay tuned for that. I'll just give you a quick rundown of what you need to know about this electric. There's a few standout features with this guitar that I'll give you a rundown of first. So this neck on here is really quite beautiful. It's what they call a carbonized roasted maple neck. It's got a really sort of almost rosewood color to it, which is pretty wild, and the fretboard is also the same material here. Now, one of the standout features is that this was plecked before coming out to the channel, and this is something that you just get with this guitar, and at $369 US, that's actually a really cool thing. You can see from the sticker here that it's been plecked, so that's great. The playability and all that kind of stuff has been fine throughout the video, but we'll talk more about that at the end. When I first took this out of the gig bag, the finish was one of the things that I noticed immediately. This looks very much like a Fender Player 2 or Fender Player Series Stratocaster in its actual finish and how vibrant the color is. The back of it also looks really impressive. We've got a contoured heel here as well for extended playability, and it really just looks great. You know, I've owned a lot of inexpensive guitars over the last 20 years or so, and usually one of the compromises is the finish on the body, and in this case, it's not an issue. It's really up there with far more expensive electric guitars. Loaded into this Dazzle series electric, we've got three little giant pickups. Now, these both are single coils. We get a humbucker in the bridge. The great thing about these pickups is that they're fairly low noise, so even if you're playing on the neck or middle pickup on its own, which aren't hum cancelling, it's still got a lower noise floor than I'm used to hearing in the studio. So that's a good thing, and if you want to get into the noiseless positions, you've got both of these two together, or both of these two together, or of course you can rock out on the bridge humbucker. In regards to weight, it's slightly lighter than my Fender Stratocaster over here. So yeah, my Strat's a bit of a chunky beast, but this one is about a third, maybe about a quarter lighter, something like that. But yeah, it's nice and comfortable. It's definitely not too heavy. We get a set of die-cast tuners here, and I love the fact that the headstock actually looks as great as it does. Check it out. Let us know what you think of not only the logo here, but also the shape. I think it looks really classy. Before we get into it, a huge thank you to SAGA for sending this out and sponsoring this video. I really appreciate it. If you want to take a look at this, I'll link it down in the description, and we'll cover the pros and cons at the end of this video. Stay tuned. All right, Ben's back for another video. Welcome back, mate.
I am. Feels good to be back.
And he's going to let rip on this righty because otherwise I'm going to be playing all upside down and weird. So thanks for doing this, mate. I appreciate it.
Pleasure, pleasure.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, so we've got SAGA going through the pedal board into the classic Heavy Bandit. Here we go, some clean tones. Alrighty, now for some kind of bluesier tones, we're going through the left side of the Royal Flush. No delay this time. Again, straight into the PV Bandit. Here's your neck pickup. Bridge pickup. Alrighty, and we're back with the Royal Flush, this time both sides on, still going through the PV Bandit. Here we go. Bridge and middle. Middle. Neck and middle. Neck pickup. Whew, is right. Yeah.
Middle pickup's great.
Isn't it? Actually, yeah. Middle pickup is the unsung hero of a Strat, I think. Alrighty, and now we're going to chuck on the Shelly Ponyboy, which is like a clone, on top of the Royal Flush, both sides on. We've got the Tilly delay. Here we go, just some kind of lead sounds. Start with the bridge pickup. Neck pickup.
That's killer. All right, thanks for watching, folks. My name's Shane. A massive thanks to Ben, again, for being a part of this video.
My pleasure, as always.
Appreciate it, mate. It's always fun watching you rip around the fretboard.
Oh, it's fun to rip
Blowing
around
my
the
mind.
fretboard. It's fun. It's good fun. Thanks, man.
And thanks to Saga as well for sending this out. We're going to talk a bit about the pros and cons, tones, all that kind of stuff. So let's just start with the aesthetics, and then we'll go through and talk about the tones and hardware and stuff.
Yeah, cool. So overall, the look of it, I actually really like. The carbonized roasted maple neck with this red. I don't think I've really seen, maybe I've seen like a custom shop with this kind of look.
Just about to say that, yeah.
But so I think it looks really pretty.
Yeah, it's great.
The finish actually, the first thing I said to Shane was the finish actually feels good. if you pick one up, I think you'll understand what I mean. It feels just polished.
Yeah, and it feels completely different to something like an SX guitar. You know, like the entry-level ones where they're easily dinged and, you know, if you knock them into stuff. This one actually has a very similar finish to something like a Fender Player guitar, which is pretty great.
Yeah. I like the logo.
Yeah.
I think the logo looks really cool, like with that little line.
Yeah, headstock shape's pretty nice too.
Headstock shape, yeah, it's cool. Like it's not super far away from from what people like, you know, like a James Tyler or something with that crazy wide headstock. It's kind of akin to what people are used to seeing from this kind of guitar.
It's worth talking about the bridge as well because we didn't really showcase the tremolo arm in this video, and it's probably worth chatting about why.
Affordable guitars and tremolo systems don't go together, in my opinion. It's always, when you're hitting a price point, something needs to be kind of compromised. And usually it's the trem system. So the action on this isn't great.
Yeah, it's set up way too tight straight out of the box.
Yeah.
And like it also, the bar didn't feel like it sort of connected properly to it either. So that's definitely one of the trade-offs. And the only other small thing I noticed, there's a bit of play on the tuners. While this actually stayed in tune pretty great throughout the entire video once we, you know, warmed it up and stuff, but tuners don't feel quite as good as I was expecting. I think we both played other guitars around the same price point where the tuner feel is probably better.
Yeah. And the tremolo feel as well.
But if you like a hardtail Strat, like I do, I don't use the tremolo arm hardly ever.
I'm the same. I mean, you guys saw the Cilia, actually, it's pronounced.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was Cilia, it's Cilia. But that's a hardtail. I got that for a reason. I don't use trems.
Yeah.
Really. I think it's the best way forward is without trem. The other thing to note is these come plecked.
Yes.
Which is like a fret dressing setup, crazy cool machine that just ensures that it plays really solidly all over the neck, and it did the job. The difference between a non-setup guitar and a really well set up guitar is huge, and this comes out the box like I don't have any qualms about the action. It's not crazy low, but it's also not super high. It's in a really good spot, I think, for most people.
Nice. And that's the benefit of having it plecked. You don't have to go through the pain of like, oh, I got a guitar and I got a high fret or whatever. It's done. So you don't have to worry about it. And we did nothing to this out of the box either, which was cool. Let's chat about their pickups as well. So these are called the Little Giant pickups.
Little Giant.
And to my ear in the room, it sounds like a Strat on the first two pickups, or these two, I should say, because that's the first one normally, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
And anyway, you were playing it, so let us know what you think.
Look, honestly, the star of the show was the middle pickup for me.
Yeah, it sounded killer.
You know, I'm a little bit picky when it comes to neck pickups and bridge pickups, but the middle pickup was especially when we kicked on the Royal Flush and did some of those kind of chunky chord things.
Yeah.
I was like, man, it just came alive. Had this really nice top end in there. I thought that was the little star of the show.
It's the sound that cuts the mix as well, that middle pickup.
Big time.
Like we're both live players. He plays a lot more than me now, so. But yeah, you get an ear for like what works in the mix, and that middle pickup just stood out straight away.
Yeah, it stood out exactly. Yeah, it cuts through. It has all the frequencies that you want.
It's also worth mentioning too, we're playing through an actual amplifier. It's relatively loud in the room, especially with the overdrives and stuff, and there's no squeals, there's no, you know, microphonic weirdness coming out of it or anything. It handled the drive fine.
So let's talk quickly about this heel joint up here. This is kind of something that you find on like the Fender American Deluxe or whatever they're calling that series now. I forget. I haven't worked in music retail in a long time. I forget. And this is like the next best step after just the bog standard square one. It doesn't feel super uncomfy. It actually feels quite fine for your fret access up here. It just really helps to not have that sharp edge digging into your palm when you're going up there. So that's a nice little touch as well.
Yeah, beautiful. It comes with a gig bag, and you know, it's okay. It's not the best gig bag I've ever seen, but the fact they include one for a guitar, $369 US, I think is pretty decent. Yeah. And yeah, they come in a range of different colors, but I actually really like this red. Looks pretty cool.
It's hot.
Well, thanks for watching, folks. My name's Shane. If you want to check out Ben's stuff, I'll link to his channel up here. And if you want to take a look at the guitar, I'll link that down in the description. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.